Hi, I'm Rob.
And I'm Rob.
And this is Ask Rob and Rob.
Yes, this is Ask Rob and Rob. This is episode number 33, and this is your weekly opportunity to take your property questions and get them answered. No ifs and buts, no messing around, just questions and answers. That's what this show is all about. So we are here to answer. That's our side of the bargain. Yours is to give us questions. Connor has done that this week. If you'd like to submit your own in future, here's how you do it.
You go online and you go to thepropertyhub.net/podcast and leave a recording there. Or you pick up the phone and you go to 013-808 00035. That's 013-808 00035. Normal rates apply. No cheeky premium numbers here. And leave us a question, like Connor did.
Hey guys, huge fan of the show. I've been working my way through the podcasts from episode 1 onwards since about last week and can't get enough. Basically, I'm 22 years old, I've just graduated uni and I'm about to start a graduate job. I still live at home and have a little bit of money saved in the bank. My question is, what would be the best way to get started in property, or what would the first steps be that I should be taking right now? Thanks very much. Cheers.
Well, Connor, welcome to the Property Podcast and Ask Rob and Rob. You've been listening for a few weeks. Hopefully by now you haven't given up on us. You are still listening. So how can we help? Well, Connor, you've been educated yourself, which is great, through university. And now it's time to educate yourself. If you want to invest in property, one of the most powerful things you can do is education. And that's because education will save you making mistakes, will make you more efficient, and help you reduce fear, because the unknowns make property investing quite daunting. But actually, by understanding what to do, by listening to podcasts and absorbing other resources and other people's experiences, you can become a bit of a property expert, sort of, before you get going. Now, to be fair, Connor, the real learning will happen when you invest. But the more you can do up front, financially you might not be ready yet, but the more you can do up front, the better position you'll be when you take action. And Rob, let's face it, he's not short of places to educate himself.
No, certainly not. Like Rob said, when you start actually investing yourself, that's when the learning really kicks up a few gears. That's when it all starts to come together. But before you get to that point, there's a huge amount that you can do. And if you love property, the great thing is it doesn't feel like studying, but you're just learning all the time. When I got started in property, I did my learning by reading forums. And it's not something I had to force myself to do just because I found it so fascinating. So every day, every evening I'd go on and I'd spend about 15 minutes looking through forums, seeing what other people are doing, picking up little bits of knowledge. And it's amazing how much you can learn just by doing a little bit. And it's all completely free. There's also about 150 odd podcasts for you to get through. Wouldn't necessarily advise going through them all in order, but maybe just go through and pick out a few that seem most relevant to what you want to do. But really, there is just so much you can learn. But you are in a really great position because you've got a few really big things on your side. For a start, you've got a bit of cash. That is great. Having a bit of money makes it a lot easier than if you're trying to make property investment work with minimal funds. That doesn't mean you should rush to invest them straight away, but it's nice to have them. Another thing you've got is you're a graduate. Clearly, you know how to study and you're not afraid of putting in the work to gain some knowledge. And also, you've got time on your side. I'm sure a lot of people who are listening right now will be very jealous of the fact that you've discovered property so young. In a recent Property Hub magazine, we did a feature on young investors who are sort of age 23 or so, who've already done all the learning and made those first steps. And as a result of starting so young, they've got decades and decades for property prices to increase, for time to work its magic, and to keep on building on their knowledge and doing better all the time. So I'd say keep on learning. Don't feel the need to rush in, even though it might be tempting, if you can. And also spend some real time thinking about what you want property to do for you. When you've got all those factors on your side, property can do pretty much anything that you want it to. But think carefully about what your end goal is, because then you'll be able to choose a style of property investment that's got the best chance of getting you there.
So, next steps, Connor. Well, you're listening to podcasts. Well done. Rob said he started out on forums, and I used forums a lot when I was getting going in property as well. So make sure you head over to propertyhub.net, because not only will you find all the podcasts, you'll find free courses, and of course the forum with hundreds, if no, actually, Rob, thousands of helpful property investors who, if you've got some questions, I'm sure they will be more than happy to answer. And then if you want to extend that further, you've got low cost resources like books, and we've put out a fair few, particularly Mr. D. That's a low cost way of boosting your education. And then you've got the magazine as well, the Property Hub magazine, which for a fiver is a blooming steal, if I don't mind saying so. So, plenty to get going on with, Connor. You've got lots of things in your favour. Please take advantage of them. You're in a great position. The very best of luck to you on your property journey.
Yeah, please do let us know how you get on. We'd love to hear from you again. So that's another question answered. Tick in the box for episode 33. But we're not going to stop there. Of course we're not. We've got plenty more questions in our inbox. So we'll be back with another one of those next Tuesday. Before that, the Property Podcast on Thursday. We look forward to seeing you then. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.